All right, Parker Wild here from Passive Ecom Ventures. Now, my goal here is to provide you a completely free, short, concise Amazon FBA private label training, okay? And it's 2024. It's a new year full of new opportunity. And I want to allow you to learn about this opportunity without having to pay me any money whatsoever. Okay. So I am going to give kind of like a 10,000 foot overview of all of the different steps that go into building your private label business. I am also going to go over costs and what you can expect to be spending as you build your entire business. Now, free trainings are awesome, but they are not meant to be your end-all, be-all. I am going to include links to all of the different resources that I personally use for my businesses. And if you choose, you can also utilize them as well. All of these links, all of these resources that I'm providing to you have massive discounts on them because our company uses them. So if you would like to use them, totally go for it. They have a lot of these have like free trials and stuff, so you don't have to like commit to something up front. But what I would tell you right now is through this overview, kind of like training walkthrough, I wouldn't use this as your one-stop shop to building your Amazon FBA business, okay? Because I'm not going to go into like all the crazy in-depth stuff. I'm going to be going over the high level, straightforward. This is how it all works. This is what you can expect to be spending. This is kind of the different ROIs that you may or may not see, so on and so forth. I remember when I first started selling late 2017, I loved the free resources, primarily because I was broke and I had like no money. I didn't even have a credit card yet at that time in my life. First credit card I ever had was a Discover credit card. And I think I had like a $3,000 limit on it. I maxed it out with my very first product, which was an anti-snoring chin strap, which made more money than I could have ever imagined. It was crazy. But anyways, like I said, this is for people who are wanting to learn more about this opportunity, see if it's for them. I will say it is a fairly low risk, high reward, passive business model once it is up and running. Like any type of business, it does take effort, it does take time, it does take some reinvestment in order to grow it to what we all want it to become. So again, I'm going to include this free guide alongside of me while I actually go through this. And you can use, obviously, me speaking to you and this guide as two great resources. I'm going to be providing some pretty high-level demonstrations. But yeah, this is going to serve as a great resource for you to really understand the entire process. So, before we really get into the nitty and gritty of it all, I'm just going to kind of go over the outline of what we're going to be going over here so that you guys understand what this free training will contain. So first off, we're going to go over what Amazon FBA private label is, the benefits to it. I'm going to walk you through how to create an LLC, obtain funding for your business, open a Seller Central account. We're going to be going over product research. Then we're going to be going over supply chain process, how to actually find the products to source them from overseas, how to calculate your margins, ensure quality control for your products. You don't want to sell something that's not quality. We're going to go over how to create a listing, get reviews for your product, obtain sales for your product, and manage your account. So that's kind of the high level basic overview of what we're going to be going over. And quite frankly, in this video, I'm just going to really quick just dive in and jump into what Amazon FBA private label is. So private label is a way for ordinary people like you and me to sell our own branded products on Amazon. When you go on Amazon, there are so many different products, and each product that you're typing in to buy has 10 plus pages of all similar products, right? Many of these products are being sold from people like you and me on our living room couch, okay? Now, the goal is to get your product to page 1 for a given keyword, which is what you type in to find the product, because that's when you generate organic sales, which is when people just type it in, click on your listing organically and purchase it so that you can get your full profit margin on that product. So with this business model, you actually own the product physically. So you are purchasing product in bulk with your logo on it. You're having it sent to Amazon and you're having it resold on Amazon. And the beautiful part about this business model is that Amazon, through their FBA, Fulfillment by Amazon program, actually fulfills, which is picking, packing, and shipping, your sold inventory for you. And that's what makes this very passive. You don't have to go take your product to UPS and ship it out to your customer or anything like that. Okay. Amazon does everything for you. They also handle returns. So they handle the entire fulfillment process, which is why I say once you get it up and running and kind of moving, Amazon does a ton of the heavy lifting for you. Amazon also pays you out every 2 weeks to the bank account that you put into the Seller Central account. And quite frankly, the biggest pro to this business model is you're selling on the world's largest platform ever known to mankind. People come and shop on Amazon every single day. They search for your product directly, and all you have to do is get your product to the first page, which is what we will go over how to do, so that you can generate a passive income, that you can have an automated business model. Okay. So again, this is not drop shipping. You do own the inventory up front. You're purchasing it in bulk from suppliers overseas. You're having it sent and stored to a fulfillment center in the United States, which Seller Central will give you, Amazon will give you where to send it to. So with that, we're going to go ahead and jump in. We're going to go to the next section and we're just going to crank through this. And I'm going to give you guys a really good high level overview on how all of this works.